Now we get eNumberguy versus Rikytan for you guys with Zoo. So even more Zoo against Hunter. Who has a better game in your opinion?
Really depends whether or not Numberguy gets the unleash.
I think,
and like, I think the matchup is pretty much even right now since Numberguy has a coin. Else it would be an advantage.
Yeah, I like Numberguy's deck if he's playing like one explosive trap. That would help a lot. Yeah, if that's one explosive trap, that would help a lot. It just destroys the complete early game of Rikytan. He's like, okay, that's an explosive trap, GG. I mean, I would life tap and maybe hope for an Argus and then not attack for a turn. But even then, like, all your minions are going to be a one.
For an Argus?
I mean, if you Argus up, you would at least deal 8 damage again.
There is the option
to Sun Cleric.
Sun Cleric, the Knife Juggler, exactly. I would go for the play.
I don't see that as an option. If this is an explosive trap,
it's completely fine. He deals 5 damage and keeps the Knife Juggler, which is a huge threat.
Yeah, but just Stone Toss Boar.
Also, you have a 4-1 on the board, so if he plays an Animal Companion, you can clear it no matter what. So it was the correct play.
I know why the player was good. I'm still not a fan. You just lost so much. Wow, Numberguy must have a really crappy hand here if he has to kill command.
He can't afford to take more damage in this matchup.
No, absolutely not.
Should have life tapped first.
The funny thing is, like, Rikytan is down to 20. Even though he was the aggressor, he's just further down than the Hunter he's trying to put down. And that's the problem in this matchup. You kind of need to live tap to get into more cards, to get more things rolling. And just if Numberguy is turn 6, Buzzard, Unleash, Timberwolf, he can rampage the board completely into pieces.
Wow. Perfect.
That
was the greatest top deck.
Of all times?
Not of all times, but it comes close to it.
The only annoying thing is you're like missing out 7 damage in the face. It was great since there's no Houndmaster Snapjaw play. But yeah, you get rid of the Snapjaw. You still have your Doomguard in hand, so you can life tap, Argus next turn. A Buzzard Unleash.
Yep.
He still needs... yeah, without a Hunter's Mark, that wasn't valuable in any way. I mean, you get 3 cards.
Coin, Timberwolf, Hunter's Mark, and he can clear most of it.
Stone
War. Okay.
Oh, now he just needs 1 Hunter's Mark, and there is some great value involved. Oh, double Hunter's Mark. I'm not sure if I would have doubled Hunter's Mark.
Of course you would.
No, I think if you just you could have kept 2 minions on the board and keep your Hunter's Mark. I mean, he cannot kill both minions, and you might have your Huntmaster out. I don't see it necessary wasting your second Hunter's Mark. You could have kept it for a taunted up minion, for example. Or for Doomguard.
He clears the board and denies the Warlock, like, any way of getting rid of the Buzzard, more or less. Like, he Doomguards and loses 2 cards. It was perfect, in my opinion, to use the double Hunter's Mark there.
I'm still not a fan. But yeah, I know what you're saying. The Animal Companion, if there's a Huffer, perfect. That's mediocre, since it can still get countered by a Soulfire. So Soulfire top deck would be perfect for Rikytan now. Getting rid of the Misha. Wow. Okay, Doomguard life tap into Soulfire if he really wants. No, he doesn't want a life tap here anymore. He's already down to 15. He needs to watch out. There can always be some, I don't know, Leroy Unleash plays too. 10 damage for Rikytan on the board. And 6 damage for Numberguy. I would love to see the Huntmaster now. Tracking into Huntmaster?
Yeah, you sort of needs to.
Well,
like, it's really unfortunate that we don't see Numberguy's hand, because it would make it way easier to kind of elaborate on the situation.
I didn't even notice we're not seeing his hand. I was just so focused what Rikytan is drawing, since it was really interesting to see what the Zoo is getting. Rikytan's like, yeah, whatever. That's
needs
probably
to be an explosive.
That's probably another explosive. If it's
like, even if it's not an explosive, that was incredibly smart.
He just baits him into thinking that's an explosive.
Exactly. So he will most likely trade the Doomguard into the buzzard.
Yeah, and if that's a freezing
If that's
trap,
a freezing, that was just super smart. But it isn't.
no, it ain't. He brings him down to, that's going to be 11, 7 HP. Wow. That's not good.
But it's not too bad. Like, if there's a Houndmaster, he pretty much wins the game.
And Rikytan kind of wants to live tap to get more options, but you kind of don't want to live tap since there's 6 damage on the board and you're at 13. So, yeah, that hurts so much. If you live tap, you just lose to Leroy. Instant.
If you live tap, you lose.
Yeah, that's 6, 12 damage.
You do.
You even lose to a kill command, so you just cannot risk live tapping. Super annoying. Okay, if he plain attacks the phase, brings him down to 10. There's 3 more damage at the moment on the board, which ain't winning him the game. Oh, second tracking, such a valuable card in this state of the game. Getting
If he Houndmasters, he wins the game.
Yep, getting you exactly what you need now. I mean, you could draw a Houndmaster, as you say, another kill command, Leroy. So many cards. Even if he gets no Hunter's Mark, isn't an option anymore. Sadly, I want to say, even if he gets an Hunter's Mark, that would be great, but there's no Hunter's Mark anymore. Animal Companion, wow. So he now he needs a Timberwolf he wants to trade. Wait, misdirection? Double explosive, misdirection. Probably.
Could also be a freezing.
Could also be a freezing trap. And that would be good for Rikytan to some extent, since he could play his Doomguard again with full HP.
He needs to attack, hope that it's a freezing. It's a freezing. Play it immediately again.
And life tap for his Soulfire?
Yep. Life tap for a second Soulfire. It's his only chance to win the game.
Yep. Nope. That's just a 100 creeper. GG. Rikytan losing here his first game to Numberguy's Hunter.
Yep. And there weren't any misplays in the matchup.
Second game, and now he tries to fight with Druid.
Okay.
I'm a bit surprised. You saw freezing traps? You saw explosives? I'm not sure if this is a correct choice. I like the warrior more, I have to say. Especially if you get the unstable ghouls.
Unstable ghouls weren't released by then.
Weren't released by then?
Nope.
Then Druid is better. Confirmed. Or you could play the full taunt shaman if you actually have one in your 3 decks prepared.
I would go for a full Ram Druid if I have one. Or maybe a nice Paladin with some heal. But definitely not opt for Shaman because you have so many minions on the board. That is your goal, and Unleash gets incredibly valuable.
Okay, we get the Harvest Golem as a turn 3 play, plus Keeper of the Grove. I like those 2 cards a lot already. A Numberguy has the coin, so that's good value for him. Starting with a Honey Creeper, Coin Huntmaster, for example. It kind of forces you to, if you really want to go 100% sure, you would need to razz away that minion. I think it's okay if you Harvest Golem.
I mean, you can just silence it next turn.
Yeah.
If there's a Houndmaster, so.
That's where your advantage lies. Even if there's a Huntmaster, you just have your Keeper of the Grove. So, value denied. But 200 creepers is such a pain. Ooh, double harvest. I would just drop my harvest, and next turn you can kill bows, and then just swipe away everything. No, I don't like the silence play here at all. There's no need to silence here now. You kind of want to keep it for, Huntmaster things. You want to keep it for the Savannah High main.
I think it's fine because he keeps control over the board. And if we see a Houndmaster now, he will be able to just razz it away.
Yeah, sure. But we have the second Harvest Golem. And both Harvest Golems could have traded in plus a swipe. So there was a perfect answer to 200 creepers. And in my opinion, no need to silence away something. But, well, we might see him missing out on a silence or not. Late game, who knows? There's a White Rose plus Harvest Golem, possibility. Another Keeper, so never said anything. The main problem is if you trade 1/1/1 now, you need to hear ability down the other one, and absolutely White Rose, yeah. Since if that's an explosive trap, you don't want to lose your...
It is an explosive trap.
Are you sure? 100%?
Yes.
Confirmed?
I mean, he could run more traps, but it's probably double explosive and one or two freezing. Like, it's not 100% sure that he runs double freezing.
Savannah high main, coin Savannah high main, and there is the silence value. Just so good. You can't. Well, I'm getting deceived into wanting to play my faceless there. You too? I guess Rikytan, you're like, you have 7 mana, you could faceless it, razz it away, trade one of the 2/2s. That would be actually a cool play. Get your 6/5.
I would run my Harvest Golem into the trap, trigger it, then trade my Keeper into the high main, silence the high main, press it away, have a good board.
That's also possible. But I'm just still getting deceived.
You have a 2/1 and a 2/4, and you got rid of the threat.
But you want to have a high main on your side. You want to be the high main druid.
Want to survive.
And that Mark of the Wild did. But I know what you're saying. It's definitely cooler. You trigger the trap. You can silence and then razz away the minion. The good thing is your follow-up is just great. I mean, you get an Ancient of Lore for the card draw. You get another Harvest Golem. If he Buzzard Unleashes now for some crazy plays, you can swipe everything. So you're pretty good. And Number Guy has 6 hand cards left. We're tracking into a Kodo. We saw Kodo already going wrong. The 50-50 didn't turn out perfect. Buzzard Unleash is always what you kind of want to have turn 5 around. But you want to have it into 3 minions and not 2 minions.
2 minions are already fine at this point.
Sure, absolutely. So he tracked it into a Buzzard and the Unleash. The only problem I see here is, yeah, that's 2 cards. And you can only kill the Harvest Golem. So that was it with your value. Whip, double swipe. Would you swipe or card draw with your Ancient of Lore? I feel like the card draw is cooler since you're going up to 6 and you don't have any big minions now waiting to pop. No taunters, like nothing. So you might want to go for more cards.
I think you should play the Harvest Golem hero ability.
Harvest Golem hero ability. Also a possibility. I mean, you leave 1/1/1 alive. And he could play a kill command on your Ancient of Lore with
You don't want to have him, like, you don't want to give him beasts.
And that's correct. He gains beast and he can just do more and annoying stuff with it. Kill commands are so stupid. 7 mana left for Number Guy. He just drew 2 cards, 3 cards in total with his normal redraw. Again, the same situation. Okay, Buzzard Unleash again. Okay. Plus, I expect to see a Timberwolf now. No, a boar and a Timberwolf? No, another boar. Wow, that was a lot. 4 cards drawn. Again, same situation. You're like, you can only kill 1 minion. Azudrake power swipe. That seems to be obvious. Just do the 5 damage, 7 damage into his face now. Yeah. You can also just trade and hero ability trade. You could also go Ancient of Lore, double cards, trade hero ability trade. Keep your Harvest Golem and your Ancient of Lore alive. Take 1 damage.
I like that one more.
And the thing is, you're drawing a card also with your Azudrake. So I don't know if the 2 cards are more valuable than.
I wouldn't draw cards. I would heal myself up exactly.
Yeah, well, that's the absolute safest play if you heal yourself up with double swipe in hand. Now that one was okay. But the Hunter has 8 hand cards.
I mean, how is Number Guy gonna get rid of your board now?
Animal Companion into a Huffer, charge into your face, kill command away your minion, and deal 6 damage by this. The best thing is,
I mean, sure, but like, he has no card draw mechanisms anymore.
yep.
He played both his boars. There are still the hunter's marks, but it's looking very good.
The best
I
thing
mean,
is,
now you have the Zudrek power swipe to counter this, and you have an Ancient of War. You should wait with your Ancient, because like just wait until you get an Innovate and play the double taunt.
yep. The cool thing is you don't have to fear Leroy Unleash Timberwolf anymore, like
Yep.
that crazy damage burst, since, yeah, that ain't an option. It's not looking good for Numberguy so far. If we just look at Rikytan's hand, it's great what he can put out. Oh, might we see from Numberguy? Savannah High Main, there's one missing still. He lost all his Stone Tusk Boas. Oh, Tundra Rhino. Tundra Rhino is really interesting. Especially if he's not killing it. Like, if Rikytan is not killing it...
He has to kill it.
Yeah, he has to. Or this could get really devastating for him.
Swipe hero ability, big game, I guess. I mean, you only can get big game hunter value if he plays a high main in combination with Timberwolf or a Houndmaster, else there's no way yeah, he will get value out of the big game
Imagine
hunter.
he goes for the Ancient of War, and then we're gonna see Savannah High Main charge in, getting 2/2/2s. They get charged too. Huntmaster something, kill the Ancient of War, deal damage. Wow, that would hurt so much. If he goes for a Taunters, that would be misplay.
Second, did Numberguy not attack?
He did
Actually forgot.
not attack.
Wow.
That's correct. Yeah, he played the Tundra Rhino. And yes, he didn't attack with it. I'm sure we saw it attacking.
No.
No. Yeah, that's correct. So, slight misplay, or big misplay for Numberguy, since you want to deal every damage point you can as a hunter.
Well, I mean, at this level, it's not a slight misplay. But it shows that some people, like we saw it in the Hunter Mirror matchup, there were a lot of mistakes made.
Wow.
People are not used to the deck right now.
He had the high main, so it would have been exactly what we said. The tremendous power of high main being extremely annoying. He could go double Druid of the Claw.
Oh, copy the high main and go for a Druid of the Claw.
Yeah. The only, well, would you... There's a problem I have with this play. Since your Druid of the Claw is just getting killed by his high main. So,
Yes.
and it survives. So you would need to hero ability down if you are not willing to Force of Nature it.
You go for Force of Nature. And if you draw into Roar, you just win the game immediately next turn.
Yeah, that's correct. But I'm, like, never a fan of playing a minion just to get it killed. Numberguy would be extremely happy if he had an Iron Big Owl, so he could deal 9/11 damage. And it turned into a race, in my opinion, since he lost his card draw mechanism, as you said. There's no great...
Well, it's a race for Numberguy.
Yeah, and for Rikytan, it's just
He can just survive, exactly. But he has to take care because there's still the 2 Hunter's Marks. The good thing is no more charges left. Only 1 Animal Companion. Okay, 1 Hunter's Mark gets used.
I think that was a correct play for Numberguy, just getting rid of that minion. What? Unmaster even, and it didn't the big game... What? Didn't the big game hunter just pop a second ago?
We saw that Rikytan mulliganed Black Knight.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
And he just dropped the big game hunter since, as you said, there is no value for the big game hunter, only in one situation. And we're in that situation now. If he forces of nature, so he can attack, but he needs to run in 2 trees there. And then there's still 10 damage on the board.
Ancient of War, hero ability.
Ancient of War, hero
It's
ability.
the only way that he can actually survive 1 more turn.
That's correct. If there's no extra damage point for Numberguy, so 1 Direwolf Alpha would already crush the Rikytan. If he goes for Force of Nature, he
needs to go Ancient of War, run his high main in. He used both swipes, right?
Yep.
This is bad.
Yep.
No, this is really bad.
This is really bad. This is super good for a number guy. He can just trade in his high main
I
now.
think he needed to run his high main into number guy's high main to be able to have at least a slight chance.
No, but I think number guy is
Okay, no,
just
like
gonna end it now.
Force of nature.
If he has easy mode, I mean, Direwolf Alpha would be already enough.
Direwolf Alpha or Kill Command.
Yeah,
Only
but
two
both kill commands.
Did he run Direwolf Alpha?
I'm not entirely sure. I saw so many hunters today that I saw some Direwolf Alphas. But it looks like if number guy had it, he would already play it. Or he's just BMing super hard. 2 cards left. There could already be a Leroy too, if he's actually running a Leroy. Tundra Rhino sometimes substitutes in for that. But even like this, he can bring him down to 1 HP and then win next turn with Steady Shot. A Snapjaw, and it's gonna be... Oh, wow. This is... Yeah, if there's a Roar, that would be super amazing. But 1 damage short. No, it wouldn't be 1 damage short.
It would be 1 damage short.
No, he could run in 1 tree into the high main and then deal
exactly.
is 8 damage.
Roar
so
lethal.
Roar would have been great. And like this, yeah, it's just going to be GG for number guy going 2-0 with his Hunter. So Innovation is going to win the first game against eSuba. And Rikytan's face is just saying, screw this. That didn't work out well.
Oh.
No!
That's painful.
Yeah, you see the pain in his face. At least he's taking it with a little bit humor. He just tortured himself, going for the card draw, seeing if I only have